Hey everyone, my name is Jeremy Lemon and welcome back to another weekly CYCOM Cybernet Combat dev blog update. So, wanted to tell you guys more about what we have planned for the multiplayer release in December. Go over the dev design spec and everything. So, but first, let's go over a quick update on how multiplayer is going. Multiplayer works. We're doing a lot of testing. We're looking for feedback. We got a developer tester meetup happening on December 2nd to get more feedback on the gameplay. Essentially, moving forward from here, we're really trying to kind of polish and kind of package the multiplayer experience in a way that you guys can actually play it on this when you get it from the store in December. What we found with multiplayer, well, one of the feedback that we got from testing it previously is just with using the typical single-player arena, where it's just open arena, open battlefield. It gets a little boring after you're done using all your cards because there's no obstacles in the way. So from that feedback, what we did was we decided to add some kind of built-in blocks, summons that have HP. Works the same way as summons. So you have something to hide behind, you have something, you can duck and cover and shoot, but you can also destroy the blocks and manipulate the battlefield that way. And of course afterwards you still get your cards and you can use the cards like the rook to manipulate the battlefield even further. So we found, doing that actually made it a lot more fun, and that kind of makes a lot of sense because a lot of FPSs, shooters, even real life laser tag and paintball give you a lot of obstacles to hide behind, and that's really part of the fun. So that's the type of feedback that we're looking for. If you want to try out multiplayer, shoot us an email at CYCOM, CYCOM @virtualworldarcade.com, and we'll send you a multiplayer build so we can start testing, getting your ideas. Your feedback is very important to us in helping us improve and make this game better. But as of today, CYCOM single player is out on Steam right now. Just Google CYCOM CYCOM Steam, and you'll be able to find the page. So let's go ahead and dive right into the multiplayer design spec. One of the biggest problems with VR right now is there's not enough VR players out there. There's about over 100,000 HTC Vive sold, and really not that many people online at a time. I'm just gonna scoot this over here this way, so it's a little more comfortable for me. So the challenge with a lot of developers right now is how do you get people kind of spending time in your game so there's people to play against. And what we found when we researched this across several games is it's not just about the multiplayer gameplay. You can have really fun gameplay, but that's not really enough to get people on your game, always. Some of the most popular games have, 100, 200 people on average playing at a time in the multiplayer games. In VR, and the super popular ones have, 200 or 400 people playing at a time, during peak hours. But like the less popular ones or the new games, are swimming around between 0 to 1 to 2, 4 maybe if you're lucky. But what we found from the super successful multiplayer games is they have a lobby. They have a very well-built lobby. It looks and feels very good, so you almost just enjoy spending time in that lobby. There's also things that you can interact with and do in the lobby. You can change your avatar, you can just play around with objects and just kind of fool around, and that gives people something to do when they're waiting for their next game. Let's see, someone said hi from France. Well, hello back to France. Hello from San Jose, California in the US. So, and welcome to our weekly CYCOM virtual reality game developer blog. So the problem is we want to give people something to do while they wait for a multiplayer to join and play. Right now, as we have in our test build, is you jump into multiplayer and you're just waiting for somebody to play. Hello, welcome to our game developer blog. We're making a VR game. Hey, sorry, trying to remember my train of thought here. Super glad that you guys are joining. Feel free to jump in with any questions or comments. Love everybody's feedback and any questions as well. Love interacting with the community. So that's essentially what we're going to do in the December release. So we're going to build a lobby where people can just kind of hang out and chat and do stuff and they don't have to just sit there and wait. You know, they can go play single player, they can go, you know, interact in the lobby, and when people join, they can go play multiplayer. The game design, interaction design that we're going to do is we're going to give everybody, you know, a lemon buster, their gun in the game, and they're just going to jump right into the multiplayer lobby. And once they see another person, they can shoot at them, and that's essentially, you know, a challenge. And then they can accept your challenge if they shoot back at you. So I shoot you, you shoot me, and then bam, they jump directly into the game. The reason we're going with that is we want to make it as easy, as discoverable as possible for you to get into a multiplayer game. And, you know, when you have a gun, when you see another person, your natural instinct in a video game is, you know, you want to shoot them. So once they shoot each other, they're going to discover that they can actually join a game. That's how you know, get people inside a game. And everything after that happens exactly the same way as multiplayer, how we have it right now. As single player, how we have it right now. So, and essentially, the other thing that we want to do is we want to jump you directly into the multiplayer lobby. Now, this is something that the more successful VR games haven't or are not doing. They typically jump you into this kind of single player safe zone where you could pick tutorial, single player, story mode, and then jump into multiplayer. But you know, I really want to jump people into multiplayer, you know, right off the bat. So we'll see. We'll kind of learn through experience, understand why they might do it that way, or maybe, you know, we find that this is more successful. We'll see. But my goal is really to jump people into multiplayer games as easily as possible and get people to, you know, interact online as quickly and easily as possible. The other interesting thing about that challenge mechanic, you know, I shoot you to start a game mechanic, is in the future, you know, imagine having, you know, the safe, you know, law-abiding zone with rules, you know, in the center of the city. But let's say you go outside of the city, and you know the rules become a little more flex, and it becomes almost like a lawless zone, where you know, one player just has to shoot the other player to start a match. I think that could create a very interesting type of gameplay where, you know, if you remember in the old Pokemon games where an opponent, you know, once they see you, you immediately jump into the game, or, you know, when you're walking around the grass, you know, Pokemon catches you and you start a match. I think that could lead itself into some very interesting, like, dungeon, you know, quest-like gameplay or gym battle-like gameplay. So that could be interesting to explore. And yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. So that essentially is the design spec that we have for CYCOM Multiplayer December release. We will be testing it out with our tester community here in San Jose on December 2nd, on Saturday. If you want to test multiplayer today, you can. Just shoot me an email at CYCOM, CYCOM, at virtualworldarcade.com, and I'll send you a multiplayer build, and we can schedule a time, and we can start testing it now. So we're going to post this devlog on YouTube, on our devlog site. Follow our devlogs, virtualworldarcade.com/blog. We've simplified it now, so it's just BLOG at the end of virtualworldarcade.com. And again, our game is, for single player, is out on Steam right now for $5. Came out on October 30th. Super excited. Let's see. Hello, CS:GO. Yes, that is a great game. No, this is more like if you're familiar with Mega Man or Mega Man Battle Network, or depending on where you're from, Rockman. Not familiar with that one. But heavily inspired by, you know, games that we played as a kid. Feel free to shoot me any questions, or if you want a multiplayer build, shoot me an email at CYCOM, CYCOM, at virtualworldarcade.com, and follow our devlogs at virtualworldarcade.com/blog. If there aren't any other questions, we'll go ahead and call it a day there. But at any time, you guys can hop on our live streams. I've been trying to do it like Tuesday, sometime between 11 and 1. I didn't really announce this one, but I was originally going to do it as a video, but my phone wouldn't let me take video, so we're back to vertical live streams. So anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks!